What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Zorpoka bringing you a Dishonored gameplay. This is going to be a walkthrough of Mission 4. I believe this is the Kaldwins Bridge mission. And this is going to be a unique gameplay because it is on very hard difficulty like my last video. And is also a unlethal and undetected playthrough. So for this mission, you're going to need a few things. This is the Blink 2 spell. I believe I purchased it a little bit up ahead. You can still do this mission without the Blink level 2, but it's just very useful and it helps me because I'm used to playing with that level of Blink. Here, I'm actually getting it right now. You also can use, it's not necessary, but you can use the Dark Visions perk. And this is like incredibly useful because you can see through walls and see where your enemies are looking. This is great because when you are trying to sneak by but you can't see where your enemies are, you can see them without having to do the stupid little contextual lean thing. So just starting off, you want to get right behind this sign and step onto this little, I guess, guardhouse. But it doesn't matter how fast you go, that guy will always be walking right then, and it's very annoying because you cannot sneak by into the room, like just around the corner, without him noticing, on very hard difficulty especially. So while we're doing this, we're just going to be playing the waiting game. I believe we do this maybe 2 more times in the rest of the video, but besides that, it's a pretty fast-paced video. So maybe during this first section I'm going to talk a little bit about how the channel is structured. So it's basically going to be me, Zorpoka, doing a lot of the Call of Duty, Dishonored, maybe a little bit of Assassin's Creed, maybe some Minecraft, so like a bunch of Xbox games, whereas my partner Nathaniel is going to be doing the TF2, like Clash of Clans sort of games. And I play those games too, but he's probably a better probably more fun to watch playing those games. So, just moving on, you could have gone out that door down below, but it's much easier, or not easier, but it's much safer to do this way. You basically grab the whale oil and stick it into this little pump, and then you can do that by just walking up next to the pump with the whale oil in your hand. And from there, you just want to get in the cart, pull the lever, and go down the track. And this is very, very useful because down there's a ton of guards. You can't see it because your view's blocked by the cart, but the guards down there are pretty strategically placed, so it's hard to see where they are. And also they see you, which is not good, especially when you're trying to go undetected. So from here you just blink down and you're into the second part, and this is the actual drawbridge part of it. So in this section, this is the section where I messed up, I think maybe once, but this is like especially not tricky, just sometimes by just bad timing you can get screwed over. So down there are 2 people complaining about the city, or 1 person complaining to the guard about the city, and you just want to blink over them and across. So from here, after I blink across, I don't know why I'm holding it that long, but you want to go up to the next floor, and I personally wait till my blink recharges because if I do that, it looks better for me. And here, that's the outsider shrine up there, and normally about where my cursor is, there's going to be a guy who's who's basically pacing back and forth. So when the guy gets there, you want to blink up as soon as he turns his back and knock him out, because he attacks you, and that's not good. So this is the second waiting game, and you can get 100 coins from that little cigarette box, which is quite good, if you ask me. And he's not there. Or at least I don't think he's there. Nope, not there. So you go back, and I know there's a rune in that safe, because I can feel my controller pulsing when I get near it. But I don't know the code to the locker, and I'm not going to spend time in the video trying to find it. So if any of you guys know how to get into that, just please leave a comment below saying that. That would be really cool. So see the guy right there? Yeah. He's going to turn around. Yep, there he goes. So I'm just going to blink up behind him, and choke him. So this is the Outsider Shrine. I believe this may be the first one in the game, or the first one that I found in the game at least. And he gives you a little speech about how Sokolov is, like, not his chosen one, and I just skipped it for the sake of time. But from here you go Assassin's Creed style and run across the roofs, and that would be an awesome game, like a combination of this and maybe like some of the free running in Assassin's Creed, like some of the magic and first-personness of this. That would be awesome. But here, you're finally actually seeing the drawbridge. You're, like, I'd say probably, I don't know, about halfway there by now. No, take that back, probably a third of the way there by now. And from here, there's just some Bottle Street gang, like some of, what's his name? Slackjaw's men. Yeah. And what you want to do to get past them is just blink by them, and they're talking mainly about, like, their missing comrade. So, if you blink down, there's some, like, goodies in the boats down to the right, but just for the sake of time, I will just skip that. And also, I skip it because there's a really good opportunity to get by the guards ahead, and you need to be relatively quick about getting over there. It turns out that I was a little bit too quick and arrived and had to play the waiting game for the third, or no, actually, for the 3 out of 4, the third time. And basically that guard up there, you want to get as close as you can to like his range of vision, so it's probably around here, and then just blink up into this little crevice here, and then we play the waiting game again. And in this time I'm going to talk just a little bit about our upload schedule, because we're just getting back into school, so we're not going to be able to make as many videos as we have been. So maybe every Saturday, I'd say, we could upload a new video, so it's not going to be the one every 2 days like it was before. So also, Nathaniel, I think, is going to be coming out with more content, like, now. And there they go. The Bottle Street gang guys just, like, served as a distraction. They're going to get killed. Which is kind of sad, but I believe they also attack you, so nobody really likes you here. And here I think I experienced just a little bit of lag on my console. Had to, like, do a little bit of editing. But going through, you can just take out the whale oil here, because there's I always say hidden Tesla, but no, that's Clash of Clans. A arc pylon up here. And also, if you're not trying to do the non-lethal, you can put a rewire tool on that little console back there. I believe I'll see it when I turn around. Yeah, you can not quite see it, but the cords are connected to that, and it'll basically shock the guard and kill him, which is quite fun to do, but that's not the point of this video. So also, let me know if you want to see anything in specifics. So if you want to see some more Call of Duty, you want to see some Battlefield, really anything. Want to see some Rage videos, anything's pretty good. So also, if you see like a way that any of my videos could be improved, don't hesitate to leave a constructive criticism comment. Just please don't spam the comments with anything. So back up here, you keep climbing the stairs. It's like Skyrim and going to the Greybeards, for any of you guys who get that reference. The 1,000 steps, the 10,000 steps I think it's called. And up there, there's I believe he's not sure, I think he's probably a lieutenant. But that's he has the commander's look to him, not having a hat and not looking like an idiot. So you can just leave his body up here, nobody comes up here, and from there you just pull that switch. After you've done that, it basically raises the drawbridge, which creates a little bit of lag on your console, but it's not too bad. Here I fall in a hole, which is pretty bad, but continuing on, you go across this drawbridge. I don't think you can be spotted on this drawbridge, but it's definitely useful to go across to the light right there, because if you go up the middle, you run into all 3 of the guards, and that's not good. So you can sneak in this back way and get to the whale. And this, taking out the lights allows Samuel to pick you up, and that's of course good. It's necessary for the mission. So coming back up here, you want to go across to this little ledge, and eventually you'll want to get onto those little support. I'm not sure what to call them. Those, it's like on the Golden Gate Bridge. Those things that I'm pointing at right now. Yeah. You want to get onto those and your character will slide down most of the way, but there is a guard who will see you if he's on the right rotation. So, I personally think I did the dark vision. Yeah, I did dark vision, and that's the guard right there. And you can see him. He's very annoying, but he's about to turn around, which is good. So, after he turns around, you just want to blink onto this. Your person will slide down, and from here you want to relatively quickly, you don't have to go too fast, but you want to relatively quickly get over onto that because they can still see you. So from here, you just go behind this guy, knock him out. Relatively simple, but you should be wary because across from me, in that little house down there, you can sometimes be spotted, which is ridiculous. It made me restart once, but from here, there's that guy in the guardhouse. You want to blink up to here for sure. And like every time I go to that door right there, because I'm like, ooh, it's the big door. Nope, it's up there. So now we are getting into the final stages of the mission, and I believe this is the hardest step that's about to come. And there's also because it should have gotten, the final stage of this mission should have been the hardest, but there's a really easy way to like bypass it, so I'll show you guys that once we get there. So you just respawn or go through the door. Feels like forever. Also, the people who play Skyrim, you know the loading screens. This is done by Bethesda too, but luckily the screens aren't quite as long. But here, it's a relatively difficult part to get through, partly because I wasn't being very smart and I was trying to place my blink onto this, but that person in the little booth to the right, he's going to see you if you're on these, and he's walking out. So see, he's walking out right now, so I'm trying to get by as quickly as I can. So I use up a little bit of mana on that, and here, this is me failing, trying to remember how to give myself a mana potion. There we go. I just get it. And here you want to take out the whale oil tank because there's a wall of light ahead, which is basically those little, what do you call those? You'll see, yeah, the thing right there. But it basically fries you as soon as you walk into it, which is not good. So here, you try to get as far into the corner as you can, but I couldn't. So I just ended up blinking down to the middle and then blinking over to here. So the hardest part of the mission is probably over, or is over now, and I'd say we're 2/3 of the way done with the mission. There's just a little bit of, not waiting, but a little bit of time that you have to spend on this next one. So you like spawn in this sort of, I guess, ghetto area. It's not quite as bad as like the flooded district, but it's a pretty skanky part of the distillery district. So you just continue on up. You see this thug and he has a note. I guess that you could conceivably find the treasure that he's talking about, the treasure stash, but I didn't want to do that in case of getting like detected and having to restart this. So I think I'm going to talk maybe a little bit more about the like the uploads from Zorpnate. So I'm playing really the games that you guys want me to play. I'm playing COD and Dishonored because I think they're really fun games and I thought that you guys would enjoy them. So if you ever want me to play, like, let's just say you wanted to have a Skyrim thing, you wanted to have a Minecraft thing, just leave a comment in the comments below and I'll try to respond to it and tell you guys how it is. And then if it's really fun, I'll make a video out of it. So here I made a noob move and went to the wrong building. But here is Sokolov's house, and what you want to do is make sure that guard down there is not looking at you, and then you just teleport over onto here, or blink over onto here. And this is such an important part because you literally bypass this huge like warehouse thing where there's a ton of just guards and it's very annoying to get past them. So from here I just realized that you can walk up behind him because he's an idiot and then grab him by the neck After getting him, he has a rune on the table, which is really nice. I'll just loot his body and then take the rune. So continuing on, he has somebody locked in here. I think it's like a test subject. So I'm going to just let them out because it makes me feel good about myself. Then there's Sokolov. And what you want to do is you want to take the health potion and then get onto the roof. Normally you cannot get onto the roof because you just blink up on it and then you slide off because it's a greenhouse. It's sloped. But if you go onto the little ledge right there, you can get onto this part and then get onto the terrace, I guess, above. So from here, you can see that guard down there. He's a real pain if you don't deal with him. So, because he can normally see you if you're blinking across the rooftops to try to get Samuel. And sorry, my voice is kind of hoarse from doing a lot of stuff like cheering for my team and stuff. And so you just walk up behind him and then you choke him. Just let him fall where he is. And there's no guards that patrol up here. And then that platform that we just passed is where you'll take Sokolov and then very, very quickly take him back to the boat. I'd say that there's probably only about like 2 minutes maybe left in the gameplay. So this is like a pretty good time if you want to just pause the video, do whatever in this gameplay, or copy this gameplay or do whatever. But this last part's pretty easy. It's self-explanatory. You just blink across the rooftops and then blink down. So, yeah, I really like Dishonored. If you guys like it too, just drop a like down in the comments below. Not in the comments below, my bad. Just drop a like. So, I believe there's a guard in that room. So, it's pretty smart to just get going because I can hear him whistling and that's a little bit unnerving. So I just teleport down and go down to Samuel the boatman. So this has been really fun, guys. Like, comment, favorite if you really enjoyed it, subscribe if you want to see more Dishonored and COD, and I think we'll see you on the next video. Let's just make sure that I did this. Check out, yep, didn't kill anyone and was never detected. So, see you guys. Thanks. Banzai!